Hi, my name is Janelle Schrum. I'm in group number 4, and our group speech is in regards to vaccinations. Do you remember as a child ever going to the doctor and dreading going to the doctor, or even as an adult because you didn't know if you were going to get a shot or not? I know I do. Vaccinations have been around for hundreds of years, and to this very day there's an estimated 300 million people that have died due to smallpox and smallpox alone. This is a horrible disease that's killed a third of the people that are infected with it. And this disease has been around for thousands of years, and it has been a global epidemic. And in 1796, a man by the name of Edward Jenner tried an experiment. First, Jenner realized that all the milkmaids that tended to the cows never did get smallpox. And so Jenner took some of the pus from a cowpox and put it into an incision on the arm of an 8-year-old boy. And come to find out, Jenner had indeed proved that by contracting cowpox, you now had immunity from smallpox. And this, my friends, was the beginning of eradicating smallpox. This too was also the beginning of developing vaccinations and the various methods used to cure diseases on a global scale. So you might ask, well, how is a vaccine made? Well, a vaccine is made by using the disease-causing bacteria or virus, but in a very, very small, minimal portion. First, the bacteria is grown in a lab, and second, the antigens from the cells are used to create it. And lastly, the vaccine is adjusted with stabilizers and preservatives. And this is the process to making a vaccine. And did you know that vaccines go through rigorous safety testing? The FDA, or the Food and Drug Administration, continuously monitors vaccines for safety. The CDC, or the Center for Disease Control, has recommended vaccinations on their website and tons of information regarding the various vaccinations available to the public throughout the world. They have approved hundreds of vaccines, and they have all gone through extensive research and testing. You might wonder if vaccines are necessary, or heard that they cause autism, or are made with harmful chemicals. Well, I encourage you to continue listening, because vaccines save lives every day throughout the whole entire world.
Hello, my name's Karina, and I'm going to be talking about the ingredients in vaccines. Arthrosinophils, phonic alkaloids, chloric acid, flavonoids, alpha-linoleic acids, these are all toxic ingredients in vaccines. Oh, wait, those are ingredients for blueberries. Just because you can't pronounce a word or it is unusually long doesn't mean it's toxic to your body. Looks can be deceiving, not only for ingredients, but in this day and age for websites as well. Many anti-vax movements create websites with up to 80% of false information. The websites seem legit. They don't have crazy names to them. They use the word national in order to make it seem more official. And the trickiest part is that they end in .org. According to Joel Lord of the vaccine resistance movement, many of the ingredients on vaccines are extremely toxic to your body. Of course, too much of anything is harmful. Too much cake, too much sugar, too much alcohol, too much aluminum, too much egg protein. According to Lord, the vaccine resistant movement, aluminum is directly linked to Alzheimer's disease and suspected in matrophysitic and chronic fatigue syndrome. Mark James of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, states that aluminum in a single vaccine is less than what is naturally occurring within the body and usually helps promote an earlier, more potent response with more persistent immune response. All Lord said about egg protein is that it contains avian virus, which sounds scary, but it's simply the flu. The CDC states that people who are able to eat egg or egg products safely can receive these vaccines containing egg protein. Monosodium glutamates, or MSG, is said by anti-vaxxer Lord to be known to cause cancers in humans and is linked to obesity. The CDC claims that it is used as a stabilizer in few vaccines to help the vaccines remain unchanged when vaccine is exposed to heat, light, acidity, humidity, just to make it more stable. Simply because they're scary sounding ingredients doesn't mean they're actually scary. Many are found everywhere, from canned food, fertilizer, and fresh fruits, and over-the-counter medications, such as preservatives and stabilizers. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the Food, Drug, and Administration, and the National Institute of Health routinely monitor the safety and conduct research in order to ensure the safety of those who are vaccinated. Find out for yourself which ingredients are harmful and which naturally occur within the body. Some vaccinations may be unnecessary, but it is essential to do research before deciding to opt out of a vaccine.
Travis Sundgren, and I am in Group 4, and I will be speaking on immunizations. Is the amount of vaccines your child receiving harmful? I will be speaking to you about the fact or myth behind an infant's immune systems and if they are able to handle the vaccines they are receiving. According to www.immunizeforgood.com, the vaccines kids are given in the first 2 years are just a raindrop in the ocean of what a baby's immune system fends off every day. For example, children are exposed to more bacteria and viruses from their surroundings just by living their lives every day. Children play outside, are around other people, and touch hundreds of things daily. This exposure to bacteria and viruses exceeds what is all in the vaccine. Therefore, if their immune systems can handle living on Earth, then they can handle vaccinations. However, there are dangerous viruses and diseases that child's immune system cannot handle. Vaccines are what protects us against those dangers. Again, according to www.immunizeforgood.com, in 2014, your child could receive possibly 26 shots by the age of 2. Now, when this fact is thrown in your face, you might think, this is way too many vaccinations for an infant. Many vaccines for an infant in today's world. Today, children are receiving more vaccines than their parents did when they were young, and that's a good thing, as this means we are able to prevent more diseases and what parents don't want, more protection for their children. According to www.ncbi.gov, in the next 5 to 15 years, new vaccines and new vaccine delivery technology will fundamentally change how clinicals prevent and treat disease. This statement shows that the vaccine world is growing and we are thriving for not only our children, but the world. It has been clinically proven that vaccines help a child or infant thrive for better health in the future as their immune system builds and grows stronger throughout the years to bring together a healthier life.
Hi, my name is Amber, and I'll be talking about vaccinations. And one of the biggest myths out there is that vaccinations are linked to autism. According to Joseph in 2019, who wrote an article on kids' health, that came about back in 1998 when Dr. Andrew Wakefield wrote a paper claiming he found a link between autism and vaccinations. Several scientific studies were completed to show that his information was false. Dr. Wakefield lost his medical license because he filed false research. The medical journal who published his paper back in 98 retracted the paper. Several studies have been completed to prove there is no link between autism and vaccinations. One of those studies was from Optum Research Database of Kids with an Older Sibling from 2001 to 2012. 95,727 children participated. Of those numbers, 1%, 994 kids, were diagnosed with autism, according to Autism Speaks in 2015. Among them kids, 1,929 kids had an older sibling who already had autism. 7% of the 1,929 kids developed autism as well. So over the years, there have been multiple scientific studies on autism and vaccinations. Autism is proven to be a genetic disorder of some kind. There is no one reason why autism develops in children. It could be the age of the time that the parents conceived the child. It could be just a brainwave disability that develops at some time during the child's early age. There's honestly no way of knowing exactly when and how autism develops in a child, but there is no relation between autism and vaccinations. That is a big myth. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jeremy White, and today you heard the myths and facts about vaccines. Ms. Shrum told us an amazing story of Edward Jenner saving tons of lives by creating a vaccine for smallpox. Ms. Rivera explained how vaccines do not contain the harmful chemicals that we all once thought. Mr. Sundgren told us how infant immune systems can handle vaccines no problem at all. And Ms. Casey debunked the autism vaccine myth. Which brings us to one more myth, that natural immunity is better than vaccine-acquired immunity. The College of Physicians of Philadelphia in 2018 tells us that although natural immunity lasts longer than vaccination, the risk of natural infection highly outweighs the risk of immunization for all vaccines. That is correct, which this means that an example such as contracting measles, you face a 1 in 500 chance of death. But with the MMR vaccine, which is used to prevent measles, there is less than a 1 in 1 million chance of having a severe reaction. That's right, the Public Health Department in 2019 reported that there is less than a 1 in 1 million chance of having a severe reaction to the MMR vaccine, which is practically nothing. There's better odds of dying from drowning or choking on food than from complications from vaccines. So are vaccines worth the risk? Well, Claire McCarthy in 2014 says that the most common side effect of vaccines is an allergic reaction, but less than 1 in 100,000 children experience even an allergic reaction at all to vaccines. There are very few cases of severe allergic reaction to vaccines resulting in death. The Public Health Department reported that the CDC only reported one incident resulting in death between 1990 and 1992. One case in a 2-year period. That's just amazing. Vaccines save lives each and every day throughout the entire world without any complications that are even worth talking about. I ask that you please educate yourself, your family, your friends, and make the right decision for your children and the future that is ahead of them. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please let us know.